A New Earth, Awakening to Your Life's Purpose by Eckhart Tolle is a self-help book that aims to guide readers towards a new way of thinking and living that is centered on inner peace and personal transformation. The book builds on Tolle's previous work, The Power of Now, and expands on his teachings about the importance of mindfulness and living in the present moment. Throughout the book, Tolle explores the role of the ego in human behavior, the interconnectedness of all things, and the potential for personal growth and spiritual evolution. The book is divided into 10 chapters, each of which focuses on a specific aspect of personal growth and transformation. In the first chapter, Tolle introduces the concept of the ego and explains how it influences our thoughts and behaviors. He argues that the ego is responsible for much of the conflict and suffering in the world, and that transcending the ego is essential for achieving inner peace and fulfillment. If you'd like to listen to this book on Audible for free, you can click the link in the description below. If you'd rather read this book, I've added a link to Amazon. Please feel free to leave a comment suggesting another book you'd like me to summarize. Now back to the summary. In the second chapter, Tolle explores the role of the mind in our lives, arguing that the mind is a tool that can be used for both good and bad purposes. He suggests that the mind can be a source of suffering when it is used to create negative thoughts and emotions, but it can also be a source of peace and happiness when it is used in a positive way. In the third chapter, Tolle discusses the concept of the pain body, which he defines as the accumulation of emotional pain that we carry with us from past experiences. He suggests that the pain body is responsible for much of the negativity and suffering in our lives, and that releasing it is essential for achieving inner peace. In the fourth chapter, Tolle explores the concept of presence, which he defines as a state of being in which we are fully aware of our surroundings and in touch with our inner selves. He argues that living in a state of presence is essential for achieving inner peace and spiritual growth, and that it can be cultivated through mindfulness practices such as meditation. In the fifth chapter, Tolle discusses the interconnectedness of all things and the importance of recognizing our connection to the world around us. He suggests that by recognizing our interconnectedness, we can transcend our egoic sense of self and achieve a greater sense of unity and harmony with the world. In the sixth chapter, Tolle explores the concept of awakening, which he defines as a process of spiritual transformation in which we become aware of our true nature and our interconnectedness with all things. He argues that awakening is essential for achieving inner peace and fulfillment, and that it can be cultivated through spiritual practices such as meditation and self-inquiry. In the seventh chapter, Tolle discusses the importance of recognizing and accepting the present moment, rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. He suggests that by living in the present moment, we can achieve a greater sense of peace and happiness, and that this can be cultivated through mindfulness practices such as meditation. In the eighth chapter, Tolle explores the concept of enlightened relationships, which he defines as relationships that are based on mutual respect, understanding, and a recognition of our interconnectedness with others. He suggests that by cultivating enlightened relationships, we can achieve greater harmony and fulfillment in our lives. In the ninth chapter, Tolle discusses the role of the body in our spiritual journey, arguing that the body is a vehicle for our spiritual evolution. He suggests that by cultivating a sense of presence in the body, we can achieve a greater sense of peace and connection with the world around us. In the final chapter, Tolle offers practical advice for incorporating his teachings into daily life, including tips for cultivating mindfulness, overcoming the ego, and achieving inner peace and fulfillment. Please click the subscribe button and head down to the description below to listen to this book for free on Audible. See you in the next summary.